Alright, let's get the live stream posted here. Okay. Okay, let's get on with this stream here. Yeah, I should actually make sure my camera is set up correctly too. Yeah, it's good. Although it's I'm a little high on my screen. Can we close, or maybe close the blinds a little bit? No, okay. I'll just look really bright and like my head is cutting off from all of the light. No, doesn't really matter. I see a lot of whiteness. Let's move the camera there. Alright. While we wait for Mr. Luke to get in here, I'm gonna start working through another playtest. I'm gonna do this exact same squad, I think. Not sure if Reg has had bad luck. My last playtest, that's what I felt like. Whoops. The Phoenixes are going to be my custom squad, but they're colored blue, I should say. These blue colored Phoenixes over here. I should probably go read those guys, huh? Let's see these guys' stats. I gotta go find them real quick. Where's my playtest? Come on. Alright, what do we got? So this is a 3-figure blue squad. Drakes. 2 life, 6 move, range of 1, power 3, toughness 3. 2 abilities. Final gaze. When a Mind Eye Drake you control is destroyed, look at the bottom card of your library. You may place that on top of your library. And their second ability is Stealth Flying, which is flying, but they don't take disengage when they start flying. Their size is currently pegged at medium 4, their cost at 80. And they did really good in the first game I tried, so we'll try a second one. I have a feeling it's not going to get a change. I think they're still going to be really powerful. I think stealth flying and 3 power is kind of terrifying in Arena, the Planeswalkers, for a 3-man squad too. What happened with her? Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay, power, healing. Map layer. Map layer. Wait. D20. We'll go Jace first. Well, looks like Chandra won. What does Chandra want to do with initiative? This is terrifying. Chandra will go first. Yeah, we're gonna rush for that power glyph, that's for sure. Yeah, the power glyph is gonna be everything this game, I feel like. Alright, Chandra's going first. Deal 3. Jace, deal 3, 2. Oh yeah. Why can't I see my hand very well? Bring that over. Chandra's first. Chandra's first. We got Seize the Day, Burn at the Stake, Fire Breathing. That's pretty good. Do we bring the Phoenixes out first thing? I think we do. Fire Breathing and Seize the Day is pretty good. So Jace can just shoot a Phoenix down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. And I hear noises. I assume it's Luke. It's Luke.
Yeah, hello, mate.
Welcome, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright. Sorry I'm late for today.
Oh, no big deal. If you're with family, I'm sure you had things to do.
The day ran on later than I was expecting. Had some things to sort out. We're going camping next weekend, trying to get a tent up and then down again.
Oh, okay.
And make sure there weren't holes in the airbed.
Yeah, no big deal, man. But as long as everything works out, good to hear.
Yeah. And so I see you're playtesting something.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I was actually just gonna do a rerun of what are they? The Mind Eye Drakes.
Yeah.
I guess the same. I don't know if you read the one play test I just did, but it was pretty nasty for red. So I figured I'd try it again, see what happens. But
yeah.
Now that you're here, let me just finish out. I just started the game. I'm just gonna finish out Red's turn, and then we can chat, and I'll focus a little more. 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6. Yeah, I feel like we're just gonna move Chandra here, and I think I can honestly end the turn there anyway. So that's good. Let's leave a note in the chat. Jace to draw, and all right. Are you watching the stream right now?
Yeah. I'm the one watching it right now.
Uh-oh, is my camera working? Okay. Oh, my camera's broken. Oh wait, my camera's broken because I'm streaming, isn't it? I think that's the
Yeah.
reason. I forgot that's what happens.
Something else wants to.
What did I do to fix that last time? I think I turned off the camera.
Mm.
Here, let's see. Hang on. What was in here? Oh, this is just a completely blank screen. Uh-oh. So, now can I turn on my camera for Discord? Will it catch? Do I have to disable it?
It's not popping up.
I always forget how this works, dude.
I think you have to like whatever was it YouTube itself using it. I think you have to like have it be not used anymore and then try and ask Discord to use it.
Yeah, OBS is actually using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, maybe I will. Maybe let's go to properties. Maybe I'll deactivate it, and that will help. Deactivate.
I do find it weird that they haven't.
Oh, it does work that way.
Improved
cool.
that.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, I was thinking it's weird that on modern computers you can still only access a camera from one program at a time.
Yeah.
Bit weird.
I feel like I always forget that. Honestly, it is weird.
We should just like rewrite the whole camera pipeline so it's all they all come in and have like I don't know how they do it. I guess you could like have your actual input to a virtual one and then everything can just pull off the virtual one or something. But
yeah.
It's weird that you can't.
That's exactly
just
what should happen. You're right. Something to that effect.
Yeah. I feel like everything else is available for anything at once, isn't it?
Pretty much.
But hey, anyway, yes, playtests. I was seeing what you were doing with the different playtests. I think, come on here.
Yeah, you like Serene Steward? I think it's in a decent spot. It's again, yeah. You've probably read my notes. Not a high impact figure or anything, but it didn't feel like it was having almost any impact at all when with the way we first had it written. So it's mostly fixed now, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Like it actually gets some use now, because I think you probably mentioned it, but otherwise you just wouldn't include it in your deck. Put something out.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't. Right, that's exactly what it feels like. It's like it barely feels like it's worth including. All right, there. I got our faces up on stream. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think for OBS, it's like when I'm streaming, what I gotta do is pop out the voice, whatever, the chat room, and then put the Discord window that's popped out into the stream. All right.
Yeah.
What goodies do we chat about right now? I'm trying to think.
Ooh,
I'm only about a half hour to chat though, because yeah, time's short for me.
Yeah, have I shown you the model so far? I mean, it's not very interesting, but
Let's see.
I started
modeling
the
Seagate.
So I started modeling it. Excuse me. So I can show you that my fusion nodes. Yeah, just figuring out the basic shape of it.
Yeah, let's see what you got. That'll be cool.
Yeah, the fusion a minute. Always takes a while to open. But then.
Capture. Let's toss the. Oh, this has to go in the background. I'll toss this up there just as a background image because I got nothing else up there right now. Border, move to bottom, and our faces will cover up half of it. All right, whatever though.
Here we go.
Alright, my YouTube chat. I can't disregard this because here he is. Man, because here's Vaultners. Good morning. Or for Luke, it's afternoon. Taking requests for monsters. You could toss ideas out. I mean, I don't mind. I think though, if I have this right, Luke, we're going to be tackling. What was the next set after this? We're going to Kaladesh. Is that the next attempt?
Yeah, Kaladesh.
So Vaultners, if you're familiar with Kaladesh, I guess if you're going to request a monster, try to find one that's like a Kaladesh themed, something that's like from the Kaladesh set. That would be cool. I love ideas. I love input.
Awesome. Yeah. Here we go. Let me share Fusion. There we go.
Sengir Vampire. That does not sound familiar to me, but I can look that name up for sure.
Who was that? Sorry. Oh yeah, the Sengir Vampire.
Sengir Vampire. I'm not familiar. What is that?
I remember that being a rather fun card in Magic.
If you think it'd be cool to import here, sure, yeah. Let's do it. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to zoom in here on
yeah, he does like a lifelink, but gets 1/1 counters instead of life.
Oh shoot.
Oh, actually, sorry, not quite lifelink. It's not. It's whenever he deals damage and then that creature dies, then
okay.
he gets 1/1 counter. So he gets beastly fairly quick.
that would be kind of fun. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, so I was playing around a bit with what like the units. So basically, each hex will be a separate piece. That's the idea, and I'm leaning towards this one at the end. This kind of design.
Oh wait. So each would be a separate piece. Sorry.
Yeah, so they'd alternate between a flat one and then a buttress. So, so you could build them up a lot across the map. That'd be the idea. And then combine multiple sets if you were so inclined.
Right, basically just like the castle pieces.
Yes, yeah, exactly the same. So they're the same height and they'll have the same connections. So they'll work exactly the same way. So they'll get these. In fact, yeah, use the same 1 hex base pieces.
Oh yeah.
And then have a top piece that you need to figure out exactly what the top will be, because at the moment, so with the hexes, it's not a full hex, but work out what's going to happen with that.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be fun to figure out. Right. Like, are you considering trying to do the same thing that the castle set does there, where it's like you can snap either a hex tile on top or just like more castle pieces?
Yeah, see, the trouble with that is that when you put the hex tiles on top, they're in a full hex, so it'd stick out again.
Wait, say that again?
So the hex pieces you attach on the top of castle walls are like a hexagon, so
yeah.
Like C8 is it's going back into the wall. Say, I'm not sure exactly at the moment.
Huh.
Probably something. But yeah, like end with the connector so you could stack another one on top or something.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing too. Yeah, do we want to stack more walls on top and that kind of thing? It's gonna be hairy. I couldn't do 3D design like that. That's for sure. I don't got quite that engineering mindset. I don't think.
Yeah, well, I'm still getting used to Autodesk. Yeah, so
Fulner says I like that. Oh, old Black Monster, I like it. Would use it for HeroScape too. I mean, honestly, if we go that route, it's like, yeah, I might just use frickin' oh, who's the vampire from HeroScape? Essenwine? The vampire with the swords? I might just use that as like a... Could you attach something, like a battlement or a wall or something? How tall is it? Because the castle gets too tall very quickly in HeroScape.
So these bits so far are the same height as the castle wall, so they'd integrate in exactly.
Oh, that would be the plan? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so attach a wall, right? That'd be the point. You can attach a wall at least next to it, side by side.
Yeah. So it would have the same base pieces as the castle wall. Then the Seagate, vertical bits, alternating between these buttress type bits and the flat bits. And then, I don't know, I might do like a waterfall or something coming out of the flat bits. And then to figure out exactly what's going to happen at the top.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Seagate. I should probably... Well, we looked at some cards, though, at one point, right? It's just kind of like a giant dam, for the most part.
Yeah. It's just a big old ball thing.
Okay.
and so by using the castle connectors as well, be able to just put like grass hexes locked into the side of it, because that's kind of how it's depicted. Is it's a gate between two like mountainous bits.
Yeah.
So you can just use like your regular Heroescape hexes join onto the side of it to make the like the vista.
Yeah. I think it's how the original castle sets work, right? It's gotta be. Like they have the same connectors on the sides that would, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Seems cool. Yeah, that seems like a lot of work for sure.
You know, so that's where Seagate's at currently. Seen all the other terrain so far. And actually, yeah, Seagate is just the last big one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, as far as like, because you got the, what do you make? The,
I should make the boards. I need to make the boards. I've designed the boards, but I need to make them. And then be able to see those.
Yeah, I remember you showed me the grass, like all the grassland and then all the water. And
yeah, grass.
Tree features? Wait, we're kind of like importing the Road of Forgotten Forest, right? That's the deal.
Yes, yeah. Well, the trees at least from them, I guess.
Okay.
Do you want the bridge as well?
Well, so I guess in my mind, right, it depends on how serious or how expensive, do I want to call it, that we want to be. But considering the road rules were already implemented in Shadows over Innistrad, it wouldn't be, considering you're only getting those trees if you buy the forest set from Heroescape, I don't think it's a massive stretch just to be like, hey, get a giant tree that could be climbed. Uh-oh. You could get, you can just get the Road to Forgotten Forest set, which, let's face it, we want to include those trees anyway. And all those road tiles would already work. All the road tiles you get there would already work in AOTP.
Yeah.
But, so as far as tree features, Vaulters, we're not really, you just heard me, we're basically going to import at least the trees, if not the entire Road to the Forgotten Forest set, as it is from Heroescape. We got, I'm forgetting the name, the Hedrons? We got the Hedrons that are like another big 3D site blocker, and they're going to have some kind of interaction with figures as well. Like some of them will be destructible. And they're going to do something. I forget, have we decided what those are going to do yet, Luke? I don't think we have. Right?
What did we say about them?
We briefly talked about it, but yeah, they're going to be, the Hedrons are going to be destructible objects that can do something. Like you can shoot them down and something's going to happen when you blow them up.
Yeah, I think the big ones, are the big ones destructible?
Yeah, maybe not the huge ones.
So is it, I think it's just the movable ones that are destructible, because otherwise you'd be pulling hexes out of...
Right, from the ones that are attached to the hex, right?
Yeah.
But either way, like a couple destructible ones is cool. I like it. Then we got the Seagate. Yeah, we're actually adding a lot of terrain now that I'm thinking about this. Like, there's a lot of 3D terrain coming in here.
I think, yeah, there should be the most terrain in one set that we do. Mostly just to actually expand into 3D terrain for Heroescape. For Arena. And then, yeah, it would just be like odd bits and pieces, I think, for other things.
Yeah, as far as the giant tree that could be climbed, I don't think we're going there. Shadows over Innistrad kind of covers that, although it's not a tree. But you get the Cryptolis that can be quote-unquote climbed as like sniper perches. The trees in the bridge are some of the best bits. Yes, they are.
Trying to think, what does one of the planes have a giant tree in it? Oh, there is in the recent set, isn't there? That what's his deed? On Discord had made a custom scenario for.
The World Tree and the, what is it? The World Tree and the Realm Breaker, something like that.
Yes.
It's from. So are you super familiar with the newer Magic sets? I'm very clearly not.
I'm not that familiar with the latest ones, but oh yeah, in Kaldheim, that's it.
Was like
maybe like
Kaldheim and like Martian Machines and
I'm
already forgetting.
Like I'm envisaging something like Home Tree out of Avatar. You know, like hexes going all the way around it or something. But,
yeah.
I know that might be a bit extra.
No, he really loves it. Distracted loves the. He's very much. What did he say? He said he got into Magic in like 2020 or something. I guess shortly after the whole lockdowns deal. But so he's very familiar with newer MTG sets, and he doesn't know a whole lot about some of the older ones.
I see.
Yeah, but speaking of him, so Yeah, I've play tested a lot of stuff with him, honestly. A lot of his own stuff, but he's done a few of the pack play test with me. But yeah, he said he'd be totally interested in trying to do more customs designs and stuff. So I don't know if you just got to add him to the group, or if you want to talk to him at some point, or what the deal's going to be.
Yeah. Yep. I'll have a try over Discord with him or something. Because well, yeah, I know you've done stuff with him. I haven't actually spoken to him yet.
Okay.
Because it ended up just being busy at the time he was posting all his customs. But...
Yeah, you've been quite busy.
But yeah, I did have a read through. They all look pretty cool. So yeah, I'd be all for that. Hey, we'll get someone else on the project.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool, that'll be fun. Because what was I about to say? Oh, so I think how old is the kid? He's I want to say he still lives with his parents. Like he's not adult. I want to say he was 15 or 16 years old. Just to let you know. Mm-hmm. So you keep that in mind for whatever you think is appropriate there.
Yep.
What? What do you need? Yeah. My wife's like, "Oh no, don't do anything." It's like we're. Okay, I know.
Is she questioning the half of the conversation she can hear?
Yes, she is. Yeah. No, we're talking about playtesting customs. We're not doing anything like IRL. Okay, anyway. What? Yeah, they could say anything about me, okay. Okay. Oh boy. This is fun. Alright, anyway. So, long story short, that's what's happening. Yeah, so anyway, you can chat with him. You do whatever whatever you want with him. Mention him. I mentioned him, right, that as far as I know, you wanted to go chronologically through the Magic the Gathering sets, right? So, like, after this, go to Kaladesh, and then I think Amonkhet is next. And then, was Ravnica after that?
Then it's, Ixalan.
Ixalan. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, yep. So I mentioned that briefly to him, that it's like, we're probably going to go chronologically through all of the MTG sets from, 2016, 2017, so...
Yeah, hopefully. Some from the main story beats. I guess, because they kept shifting the pattern, because my original idea was when they started doing the Masterpiece series, and that was when they had like a 2 or 3 sets per block model, and so a few sets would sit in the same place, so I was like, we'll name it after the Masterpiece series, and it would just be like one place, but it covers a few sets. And then they changed the model, didn't do Masterpiece series anymore, and started going to a new place every set, and it was like suddenly a lot. But
what's Masterpiece series? Is that where there was basically like 2 card sets per like plane?
Oh, sorry. So that was like, so it started unofficially with Zendikar, or Battle for Zendikar and Oath of the Gatewatch, where they did the lands. They did a series of the lands as full art foils, and they were like extra rare, pretty cards.
Okay.
And so that was like the first unofficial one, and then after that they started doing the Masterpiece series. So for Kaladesh, for the 2 sets that made up Kaladesh,
right?
They then did all the artifacts they reprinted with special artwork and foils.
Okay.
It's the Masterpiece series. So it was like kind of like an extra rare reprint with different artwork of a type of card that fitted the theme. So then they did a set of spells for Amonkhet, and then then they didn't really do it. There was going to be one for Ixalan, but then they cancelled at that point. And then for Ravnica, they did a series of all the Planeswalkers. They did different artwork, alternate art reprints of them. So it was kind of like that. But then after that, they didn't want to do masterpieces anymore. So it's a bit of a shame. But that kind of, I think, like, if for the main story beats, make a set, whether that was one set or whether that was 2 or 3.
Okay.
You can do something for. So it would be like, yeah, Kaladesh, Shaman Cat.
So Kaladesh, yeah, because
Excellent.
Kaladesh, I've been watching videos. I think I've told you. I've been watching like videos to try and get the idea of what's going on with Kaladesh and Amonkhet especially. But yeah, so Kaladesh has like, there was like 2 major like releases, I guess, for MTG, where there was like I want to say maybe it was just regular Kaladesh and then Aether Revolt. So like, if we make an AOTP set, would it just be one set? Like, it would probably be one major set that includes both of those. It's like, it's really condensed, right?
Yeah, that was the idea, yeah.
Okay.
So something for the plane of Kaladesh, for the story that sat across the bay.
Like, we're combining, yeah, both of the stories that, or whatever, like basically all of Aether Revolt and whatever the Kaladesh original set has, like, into one AOTP set, and that's fine. Yeah, it's like, you just make it like a scenario or 2 to like cover whatever story beats, yeah, like the huge story beats that are happening. I feel like that shouldn't be too bad. Isn't that kind of how they did Innistrad anyway? Like, they had like the Cryptolis that like Nahiri made, like, so that was like one of the scenarios. What else was there though?
Did they? Oh no, they didn't. I mean, so the arena in Innistrad was kind of really only the first of the 2 sets, because the second one had more Eldrazi in it.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, the Emrakul Rose in the...
Oh, that's right. That's right. What was that one called? That wasn't called Blood Moon, was it? I don't remember what it was.
No, it was...
yeah, I don't remember. I remember Emrakul, that's what happened. Emrakul went to the moon or whatever, like after, or around Zendikar. Yeah.
Yes. gave rise to the insane card of...
was it Eldritch Moon?
Emrakul the Promised End. Yeah, Eldritch Moon, that was the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah, Emrakul the Promised End. When you play it, you control target player on the next turn. That's just
some of those cards. Yeah, we can't. I don't know if we can afford to have something like that in AOTP. Oof. unless it's a specific scenario for like Nicol Bolas or something. Yeah, it'd be like really overpowered. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Where was I going with all that chatter? I forget now. Where was I going with all that? Oh, right, to say the scenarios to cover the big story beats, but you're right, I guess Innistrad didn't even really cover all of it. But we can do that in our own way, let's face it. So Valdner says done Weatherlight already. What is Weatherlight? I'm not familiar with that term.
Oh, Weatherlight. Was there a Weatherlight set, or are you talking about the ship? So the Weatherlight was a set featured in Dominaria.
Considering we're talking about sets, I'm gonna assume he's talking sets here. What the Weatherlight set is. Might be wrong.
Oh, no, it wasn't expansion. It was the 11th expansion.
Old set.
Released
Valdner
June 1997.
97?
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
That was back when, so everything was based on Dominaria. So we do visit Dominaria, in fact. Before Ravnica. That was, what do you get? It's Ixalan, then Dominaria, then Ravnica.
Okay, that's your plan. Alright.
So, yeah, so in the story where we are currently, we do visit Dominaria, and we would see the Weatherlight and the old crew again.
The Weatherlight, yeah, the ship is the center of it. Okay, so we'll get there eventually, though.
It's a flying ship. So it's pretty awesome.
What's the? I guess maybe to explain to Vaultners, I guess anyone who's watching, the whole deal is. The whole deal is right. We're working with like the story that started it, basically with the Zendikar / the Oath of the Gatewatch at like 2015 in the Magic sets.
Yeah, well, so like the original Arena of Planeswalkers is like based off the Origins set that took.
Right.
Say.
And we're working with like every set that came after that.
Yeah.
And like along with the storyline. Okay. So we're not going to really often touch the old stuff, probably unless we hit that plane, right? Like when we get to Dominaria, let's say.
Yeah, and certainly like things revisit. Like Zendikar was revisiting the plane of Zendikar from before, anyway, and so on. So we have, in fact, in this set, drawn off some of the material from the older Zendikar sets as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'll be that kind of thing. Same, Innistrad's been visited before. Ravnica's been visited twice before, and so on. So when they have come before, like some of that will still come through in the newer sets.
It'll make it easier on us for sure too. Just to
mainly following
older cards or older figures.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
good way to put it. I like it. Alright, what do I got left? I got 10 minutes or so. Major things we need to chat about.
Shall we talk about what we're gonna play test next? So you're currently testing the Moondrakes, is that right?
Yeah, this is going to be the second game I'm using them in right here that I have on the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. And so let me look down the list. So we've done Serene Steward now. Doing the
We've done like
Drakes.
everything except for what I think the Eldrazi. It's just these guys and the Eldrazi, I think, right? The 2 Eldrazi figures, 3. If we're gonna come out with like a 10-point hero, I guess it's technically gonna be 3 Eldrazi.
Yeah, so you have done Zeta's Commander, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done Zeta's Commander.
Yeah.
Commando.
Yeah, so
Commando,
it is.
my bad.
So it is the Eldrazi now. Okay.
So it's after these guys. It'll be the Eldrazi things. Yeah. Did we ever write down like any powers or anything for that 10-point hero? Like we briefly talked about it on the Discord.
Yes. We
I
did.
forget what we did. Yeah. Did we put it in the Google Doc at least, or?
Yeah, the start of its turn, you can discard a hand.
Yeah.
Discard a card to give it +1 power.
Okay.
Till end of turn.
All right, and it's got move, power, toughness, range,
Yes.
all that crap. Okay, good. I don't remember. I know we talked about it, but I haven't looked at the Google Docs sheet in a while. I think I did spend the time to update Serene Steward's stats in the Google Docs sheet.
Yeah, good.
Does it have like the 4 clear sight spaces for both of the abilities? If you have it in front
Yes.
of you. Yeah,
It does,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing my best to keep that updated, since I guess that'll be like our main reference.
Yeah, so we need it to. Yeah, we just need one source for it when we come to checking things.
Okay. So I think that's what it's going to be. Is yeah, I'm going to playtest these guys. I want to playtest the 3 Eldrazi things, which that might. I'm very concerned for how long that might take for me to playtest. I think I'm going to have to like really not be so anal about like making sure it's super balanced, because these playtests are taking me long enough, and I'm trying to be less concerned. Like if it doesn't seem super overpowered, it's like I'm just gonna call it. But like when they can be used in every army, like colorless, because they're colorless, it's like I don't want to have to play test them with every color and against every color within each color. You know what I mean? It's like, oh no, I gotta play test them with red, and play test red against blue, red against green, red against white, and then go use them in blue, and then use blue against white, blue against. You know what I mean? That'll take a while.
Yeah. I mean, which color do you think can use the Eldrazi the best? Like, which Planeswalker?
I don't know.
Suits.
I haven't spent much time to think about that. I think I will spend time and consider that probably after I'm done playtesting these guys.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll spend some time just whatever over the next days, weeks, thinking about them. I can barely remember what all the Eldrazi guys do right now, because I haven't looked at them since probably like a month. It's been like 2-3 weeks, maybe a month since probably we last like had the major discussions about setting up their abilities and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty clueless since I don't know. I don't remember what they do off the top of my head. I don't know what colors they're going to seem good in. I'm not going to be super concerned with the 10-point guy. It's just more of a playtest him with random colors and just make sure he's not doing really, really good. You know what I mean? Like, it's 10 points. Like, if he gets 1 damage on something, he's probably done his job.
Yeah, sure. Well, as I say, so maybe for the Mindbreakers, should set up a playtest for that one, an asynchronous playtest.
Yeah, we could set something like that up. That's a good idea, especially considering like we probably wouldn't want to playtest the Drakes while I'm playtesting them, because like I'll playtest these guys like once every 2 or 3 days. Like I'll just get through a game. It's something I do as a hobby at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so maybe it's good to get ahead and start the Mindbreakers and.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Mindbreakers, probably start them off in a blue deck, because they're all about deck manipulation.
I would think blue or black, because black has a lot of card destruction as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like they're not going to synchronize super well with red, white, or green. Maybe a little bit with white, but that would have to be like involve like our new spells, like the one Gideon, the Gideon one that exiles a card.
Yeah.
Like, white is going to have a little more exile, so I would think at some point maybe we playtest Mindbreakers with that new Gideon spell, like in a mono white, since the Gideon Oath is going to have to be only for Gideon.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise probably blue and black are probably the biggest concerns with the Mind Rakers, I would think.
Yeah. So
Mind Rakers. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
As I say, if it should set up a game, a blue deck with Mind Rakers against something else, and see how that goes. Actually, I reckon.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
I keep cutting you off.
Say against. I think against a red-green deck, see if it can stamp down on all the comboing.
Oh, so here's another good point. So speaking of combos, all right. So before I get into combos and green-red especially, Mind Rakers, they exile a card when they deal damage to the Planeswalker, right? That's what we put in there. I don't have the sheet in front of me. Is it Ingest that does it? I forget.
Yes. Yeah.
So I would think they probably are going to be decent enough with red, because red can buff their power and make that effect more easy to trigger. So
yeah,
probably should consider red. I feel like white and green are, But yeah, okay. So but blue, black, and maybe red as like a secondary thing to be like, red can buff power pretty easily, so it'd make them pretty decent at triggering that effect. So one more thing to mention. What I have been doing in a lot of my playtests lately is I basically ban, like even for my playtests, I'll ban green and red Titanic Growth and Twin Flame. I just feel like those spells they're really unhealthy for the game.
Yeah.
But and I wanted to mention this more to you. Yeah. I've been also doing this with Bone Splinters, or I guess considering it. Black has Bone Splinters, which it just kind of makes killing heroes just like way too easy. Killing one hero anyway, way too easy for black. So I guess what I'm saying here is like going forward, and I've been making a list of like tournament ban-worthy spells, but I think even for playtesting, I think there are certain things we should probably ban just to be like, there are spells that are very clearly unhealthy for AOTP, or at least this is my opinion. You'd have to play more. I would think after like our games, like the way you murdered me with Twin Flame, like in our tournament game, you may have done the same thing to who was it, Quazzle, when you played his game. I'd have to remember. I might have the recording. I might have the recording still, but it's like Twin Flame is just really unhealthy when like games usually end because of it. Speaking of that, I should eventually get to my playtest, the AOTP games that I played on the recent weekends. The pictures I took. That's literally what happened in our games. There's the guy who was using Arlinn in both of his games. On the turn that he used Twin Flame, somebody's Planeswalker died because it's just that good. Yeah, it's really busted. So
I guess there's not like no card's really going to be able to defend against the big combos.
It's not even Twin Flame isn't a combo. It's just broken by itself.
Yeah. But like, as in, like they're not what the progress of a game should be measured on, or what the balance of cards should be measured on. Yeah.
Yeah, Twin Flame is like just it's over centralizing so much that like when you're playing against red, like you have to constantly be like, can a squad get anywhere near me this turn? And it's like I need to prevent any chance that a squad can get Twin Flame and then get next to my Planeswalker. Yeah. And when you have Arlinn, it just becomes even more. Arlinn is a figure that I'm outright just considering banning as well, but I'm not so sold on that yet. But is when you get like Kessig Rangers with the double attack and Twin Flame. It's just like that's almost completely unpreventable. It really is. Like when they can move 5 and have a range of 5 and they can double attack, Twin Flame's got to go. Unfortunately, it really does. But I think Twin Flame and Titanic Growth are easily top 2 cards that are like, we can't have them in the game. I think Bone Splinters kind of approaches it, but Bone Splinters doesn't murder a Planeswalker like the other 2 spells can. It's just that Bone Splinters can murder a hero with very little effort, especially when like the rest of the zombies can just continuously respawn.
Yeah.
It's basically like almost a no downside effect for black, and it's really cheap at 10 points. These are just all my concerns, but I think for starters, I think as long as you're cool with this, what we do is we say, like for general AOTP, I guess tournament play and for play testing, is that we exclude Titanic Growth and Twin Flame because it really heavily like makes it one-sided to whoever's using those spells.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah.
What I want to do, and I'm sorry I'm going to keep talking here, but I think what I want to do is I want to try. It's going to be like an online tournament. I'm running out of time. It's 11 o'clock. I want to try to do like an online tournament using this interface first, like using Roll20. But I'm probably gonna have to toss in. Like, I feel like I'm gonna try and get a little more engagement and be like, yo, whoever wins gets like a $20 Amazon gift card or something. I'll toss my money in for it. I don't care. But I want to see if I can get a little more engagement and get a few more people playing and gauge how the tournament goes and be like, all right, does anything else feel really unhealthy? Like, just banning Titanic Growth and Twin Flame. Like, does Arlen still feel super overpowered? I probably would also ban the Kessig Rangers, actually, just to let you know. That's another thing I have been doing is when I'm playtesting green, I generally leave the Kessig Rangers out because they are... I was mostly talking to Spells earlier, but yeah, I think as far as figures go, Kessig Rangers got to go. Arlen is a potential, but I would say Kessig Rangers is easily #1. That's got to be banned.
You think they're right without the crazy buffs?
There are still some buffs that could go on them,
Too many buffs. Yeah.
Twin Flame and Titanic Growth are easily like suspect #1 and 2 for the Kessigs, but you still got Overrun, you still got Snare the Skies, Power of Fire. Yeah, that just gives them +1 power outright. Then you got stuff like High Ground. They're really good. They're a really good squad. It doesn't take a lot to make them like ultra busted. I think it's kind of like the ease of positioning with them because you're effectively squeezing 2 guys onto 1 space, or like 2 attacks onto 1 space is kind of the big thing.
Yeah.
Like when you have Snare the Skies, that gives you +2 range, so it's like you could just walk 1 Kessig Ranger and attack 2 times from that really far position. So it's like if there's only 1 spot where there's high ground and it's like a really good spot, like even on this map might be a good, like looking at the map, I don't know if you see my screen here, but
yeah.
If you want to pull up my YouTube stream real quick, it's
Yeah,
like when you think of some of these maps, like you see the level 4 spaces right here and right here, right? Like there's a single level 4 space. So it's like if you get 1 Kessig up there that can double attack, he can easily get double high ground advantage. Where if you had a regular squad of 3, you would have only you'd have only the 1 guy attacking with high ground. You get what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
Like it's really easy to put a Kessig onto high ground space that like it's very valuable high ground space. And this of course doesn't apply to every map, but this is just one particular map where there's only 2 level 4 spaces on this entire map, and they're singular high ground spaces. So it's very easy to get 1 Kessig on one of those spaces, and it's like you have 2 squads on high ground. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know if you watched my tier list. Like my green tier list is like the Kessigs are just like easily the #1 offensive squad for that reason. It's because 1 guy can double attack, and it's very easy.
Yeah.
Twin Flame and Titanic Growth, exacerbate the problem that like you just buff 1 single creature and it does a massive amount of damage because of that. But and all this to say, I think that if I do that, the whole like we'll do a tournament. I want to test roll 20, which will help. This will help like get people onto roll 20, but also be like, let's ban Titanic Growth, Twin Flame, and I forgot. I've been generally leaving Kessig Rangers out of my green related playtests because they're over centralizing. I think like not healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Say.
What do you think about that idea? I know I just hustle at you, but to get like a tournament, a quote unquote tournament, an online tournament, which we'll use this. We're not going to use our customs, but only official AOTP. Just to be like, let's see what we can use. Does anything seem extremely unhealthy at that point?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I think, and there's nothing really wrong with having a ban list for a tournament.
No, in my mind, it's like, I don't care. Like, in my mind, it's like, I'm the one, first of all, if I'm going to toss my money out as like a prize, it's like, absolutely, it's going to be my rules. I've been working on roll 20. I've been working on roll 20, like setting all this crap up. I actually have 3, you'll see on my stream maybe, like I have this account's called AOTP3, because I've set up 3 different, like, there's basically 3 different accounts that they all host a set of AOTP so that we can have 1 game going in 1 room. You basically have 3 games going at once. If we get more than 6 players, maybe I'll make a 4th one. I hope. It does take me a couple of hours to set these up. Like, I have all the images and stuff, but you still got to set up like all the tokens and stuff with the correct sizes. So it's a lot of work. But anyway, where was I going? Right. So I want to ban those 3, like at a minimum. I just feel like we can't playtest things that are going to be reasonably balanced while those things exist in AOTP. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But anyway, I jumped around. I don't know when I'm going to do that. That's just some point, like I've been thinking about it for a while in the future. As to my final thing, because I got a couple minutes after 11 here. But yeah, we can set up a game. Let me log out of this room here, and we'll set up a game maybe in AOTP room 1 with the quote-unquote the Mind Rakers there.
Yeah, sure. and
One sec,
that
Luke.
then.
1 sec. I'm gonna sign in. Oh, to AOTP room 1. Hang on.
Juggling accounts there.
All right. Yeah, let me sign into that account and shoot, what is it? It's my stinking Yahoo account.
And so yeah, so we'll play the Mindbreakers against maybe should do it against maybe Nunissa. That would be fun. Actually, yeah, I think I want to do that because I haven't really played her yet.
Oh, okay. You want to play test her that way? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
So I play like
entirely...
Nunissa and a Shire, and I'll fill out the rest with something.
Oh, interesting. That's what you want to do. Okay.
And have some fun with that. Pick a map with trees on.
Yeah, that'll be the fun thing. Oh, I should probably show you how I've been handling the trees. That's like if there are evergreen trees already on the map, it's like how do you move them? You know, I can show you the way I was doing that, but you know, I probably can't do that right now. We'll have to talk about it at some point.
Yeah,
tell you what,
time.
I don't really have time. I do want to set this up, but I'm just not gonna have time to not think about it. Like I have to delete all this stuff and put all the new stuff on. We'll have to talk about it in Discord chat. Do you want to write me the army that you want to use, or do you want to spend some time thinking about like whatever Nissa army you want to use, and then even suggest what you think I should use? Like that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll drop you a message. But in fact, let me make a playtest thread of it now.
Oh yeah, good idea.
What is this? Mindbreakers. Mindbreakers. Say, it's going to be.
Alright, but I think I'm going to end up killing my stream here because I do got to get cruising. Nice chatting with you. Good to see you. We'll catch you around another time, I'm sure. So,
Yeah,
I guess
good chatting.
before I go, so I'm going to be going to Florida this week. So, like this weekend. I doubt, well, I guess what I should say is we're going to Florida. We're going to be traveling for, how long? Oh yeah, you're right. Oops. I'll have to cut that out of the stream. Yeah, you know what? I'll have to let you know. I'll let you know in chat. You're right. My wife made a good point that I shouldn't just announce that over the, to the world over the internet.
Yeah.
But, let's just say, alright, I'll send you a message. I'm gonna kill my stream here. Actually, I'll kill my stream and then I can tell you. How about that?
Yeah.
Alright, anyone who's watching the stream, Vault Nurse, you're still there. Thanks for watching. We'll definitely keep working on our customs. It's been a good time. Anyone who's in the Discord too, yeah, I'm going to have to, that tournament I mentioned that I want to try with Roll20, just keep an eye out for that. No major time frames in my head, but hopefully sometime within the next month or two would be fun to start that up. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're out of here. Y'all